Namaskar, I am Swami Shatmananda. I am speaking from Vivekananda Vedanta Society of Chicago, US. Now, I am very grateful to Utsahi Yoga Foundation because they have given me the opportunity to speak to you. Swami Vivekananda, he spoke about the yoga and he mainly introduced spiritual yoga in the Western world. But long before Swami Vivekananda, in the Bhagavad Gita itself, we find that the Bhagavan Sri Krishna, he is introducing the yoga and he is telling Arjuna, in the beginning of this creation, I taught this yoga. This is a wonderful word, this yoga. Almost everyone now in the whole world, they know what is this yoga. Now, the moment we talk about the yoga, yoga means union. And this union with what? Union with the God, union with the Supreme. And how we are going to get united with the Supreme? Not through the body, but through the mind, but through our thought. So our self will go and merge with the higher self. The Jivatma Paramatma Milan. The Jivatma is going and merging with the Paramatma, and that is called the yoga. Now, this is the highest understanding. But at the same time, before we go for that, we have to prepare. Where from all this came? India is a blessed country. And long back, Swami Vivekananda said, Punya Bhumi. Not because it is our Matri Bhumi, not because we were born over there, so we are eulogizing this country, but of all the nations, all the people, all the places, if we look, the highest thought that evolved over there, the conception of the self, conception of the Brahman, that was from the soil of India. How it is? Because of the geographical the situation. The Himalaya is protecting the whole land. So it is not allowing the cold chill, the wind that is coming from the north, Himalaya is protecting. And at the same time, it is also stopping the southern breeze which is carrying the water, and that is stopping and arranging for the rain everywhere of India. So this is Himalaya. So Deva Bhumi Himalaya. What happened after that? When it is raining, a lot of river, all the rivers are flowing and all over the India. So 7 rivers, we always remember. Every Brahmin, they will be repeating that this, Gange cha Yamuna chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Yalasmin Sannidham Kuru. All the 7 rivers name. And they say, come over here. And it takes as a mantra, the name of the 7 rivers. Why? Because the basin of the 7 rivers, the flowing of the 7 rivers, the whole land became fertile. And because of this fertility, and agriculture developed, and we got our food. That is the first thing. When the problem of the food was over, then what happened? We could think higher. So when we were thinking higher, and that gave us different dimensions of our thoughts. And these people who tried to research, we call them rishis. The rishis used to go early in the morning, and they solved. The kings were looking after the administration. They were looking after their food and shelter and all other things. And these people dedicated completely to research the human mind. So when they were doing that, so they developed physical yoga also, which is also known as Hatha Yoga. This physical yoga, the Patanjali said, 11 type of asanas are there. Asanas are the postures. The different postures, when we do, then that gives us the strength. Shariram kalu dharma sadhanam. If you don't have the strong body, your mind will also become weak. That they understood. So they developed these asanas, which is now very famous. This is called yoga asana. When you are young, if we do these asanas, it's not giving us the muscles in that way, but at the same time, it gives a tremendous strength from within. And that is the reason people should practice asanas. Flexibility in the body. And the body, the longevity also increases. One of our Swamiji, he practiced the Surya Pranam right from his childhood days. Now he is more than 90, 93, 94, just like a young man. Just because he practiced it regularly, even today. Swami Vivekananda said to all the monks, each and every monk should practice the physical exercise at least for 1 hour. Because unless and until you are strong in body, you cannot think anything strong. And the Vedanta, when we are challenging the nature, nature is trying to drag us down. Nature is trying to take our mind away. And we are fighting back. So after the asanas, they develop pranayama. It is also part of the Hatha Yoga. The asana, then pranayama. What is the pranayama? Prana is the vital force. Ayama, control. So we are controlling the breathing. When you run, we breathe rapidly. When you are quietly sleeping or sitting, we are breathing very quietly. So by that way, we control our breathing. So prana ayama. Ayama means control. Prana means the vital force, that is oxygen. When we are controlling that, we become master on that, the pranayama, then it takes the mind, it is under your control, asana, pranayama, and the Yoga Sutra, they take this and take our mind to all the creations of this world. Human is the best creation. And our life should not be wasted because of some senses, sense organs, because of the impulses, because of our desires. We should not lose this wonderful life. And that is why all our rishis, all our scriptures, they say again and again that you should be very, very careful. Shankaracharya says, Durlabham trayame baitat devanugraha hetukam manushyatam mumukshutvam mahapurusha samastraya. These 3 things. Because of the human birth is a great opportunity. Now if you only eat, sleep, then again get up, again eat, and by that way one day we die, we are just like any other animals, any other creatures. The human is completely different. They are best. Why? Because dharma. So what is that dharma? That which makes a human human. And is very, very difficult. You know what is dharma? In a simple word, to keeping the promises that we take. When we are taking the oath, the promise, being a minister, every time you see that they take the oath, promising that they will keep the oath in a way as long as they are minister. And that is the Constitution is their religious book. They take the oath on keeping the hand on the constitution or swearing the constitution. And to keep that oath, we need a strong mind. And strong mind is possible when you're physically fit. So ultimately it comes down to the yoga. Raghukula riti sada chali aayi, prana yau baru bachan na jai. The famous words of the Sri Ramachandra. Your father, you have given the word, so we must keep the word. And this is the tradition of the clan of the Raghus. And naturally, keeping the promise. When a person is taking any responsibility, a teacher, a professor, a doctor, an engineer, in every field we take the oath. Even to become a citizen. In the born citizen, this is different. If somebody comes to become a citizen to our country, so obviously he has to take an oath. And this oath, keeping the oath at the time of marriage, the husband and the wife, they are also taking the oath. That is called dharma. Keeping the promises is a dharma. In Hindi they say, Vada kiya, to vada nibhane padega. Vada means the promise. And you have to keep that promise. How? The strong mind. That's why Swami Vivekananda said, give me 100 boys and girls whose characters are very strong, and I will change the whole world. Only 100. And these 100 people should be strong character. What is the strong character? Standing on the face of death, at the face of the temptation, they will never change their decision. That is called courage. Courage doesn't mean to go to the war to fight, not like that. Some people, they go hunting for the ghost. That is not courage. Courage is when they are facing the temptations, facing the threat, facing the death, they will say, no, I will never break my promise. That is called character. Friends, to develop the character, you have to struggle a lot. And the basis, strong body. Along with that, read Swami Vivekananda's books and make your intellect, your knowledge strong. And you will be a blessed person, not to your family, but also an asset for the whole society. Thank you very much. I pray to the Almighty God, particularly our Swami Vivekananda, who always wanted the young boys and young girls should come and with a strong, pure character, so the human society will develop. India should produce this type of men and women. Thank you very much.